Greetings and salutations, everybody, and welcome to the Glitched Out Gaming Podcast. It is the week of October the 10th. Not a big week this week. We got, the usual been playing. We got a bunch of news stories, one really good one. And topic of the week, it's going to be in regards to our last news story, actually. Kind of a spin-off from that. But anyways, I thank you all for joining me. I do apologize right away, folks, if the audio quality isn't the best or I may be speaking a bit softly. I am recording this decently late, and I've got a touch of the cold right now. So, yeah, I'm not 100% recording this, and I'm probably going to try and get through most of this in a very quick period of time. But anyways, let's kick off this show as we kick off every episode of the Gaming Report with what I've been playing this past week. And this week has been a simple one for me. I've been playing XCOM 2 on the PlayStation 4. My copy finally arrived, and I'm loving it. I am absolutely loving it. It is more XCOM goodness in my life, and it couldn't be better. It could not be better. Well, it could have came sooner, then it would have been better. But anyways, it's good. I'm enjoying it. I'm loving the new systems. The new classes are great. And the customization options are just phenomenal in this one. And the other game that I've been playing, it's a demo, Dragon Quest Builders. I just downloaded the demo on both PlayStation 4 and Vita. I've been playing the Vita one mostly, and I like it. I'm enjoying it, and I look forward to picking up the game when it drops. Probably not right away. I'll probably wait a little bit down the road. But yeah, I'm very much interested in picking up Dragon Quest. Alright, so with that, folks, I think it's time that we dive right into the news. Like I said, this week it's probably going to be a fairly quick episode. And it won't be as if I keep saying it's going to be a quick episode. But alright, let's dive into the news. We got a bunch of stuff at a Comic-Con, or one thing at a Comic-Con. We got another delay. We've got a reverse decision on a news story that we talked about a couple weeks ago. And we got a miracle that happened. So, first and foremost, Comic-Con news. Out from Comic-Con, we got the announcement of Power Rangers Mega Battle announced for PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. So Bandai Namco announced the game. It's coming in January of next year. There are currently conflicting reports on whether the game is also coming to PC or not. The digital game will feature classic beat-em-up gameplay, which looks really cool. If you played the old Power Rangers games back on the Super Nintendo, it's kind of like that, but the character designs, I want to say, are more akin to Castle Crashers. And there will be Megazord battles, and you can transform, you can morph. Well, who am I kidding? You can morph, folks, from your human form into the Megazord into your Power Ranger form. It looks really cool. It's following the classic series, so yeah, I'm very, very much excited for this game. I grew up watching the Power Rangers, loving it. We also got the trailer this past weekend for the movie, and it looks a lot like Chronicle, to be quite honest, that kind of tone, and I dig it. I love the look of it. I think it's going to be great. Hopes are high. That's all I can say. I feared for the worst and got something that has me really interested. But anyways, this game looks absolutely fun. You should look up the trailer for it. If you've been itching for a classic beat 'em up, this is going to be that game. It's going to be this game, and I cannot wait to play it. It's going to be awesome. Alright, next up on our news, we got another delay. Sony realized that, oh shit, we kind of put The Last Guardian in the same release window as Gravity Rush 2. Because Gravity Rush 2 has now been delayed in the US and Canada and the UK to January 20th. That's right. It moves away from The Last Guardian and right into the crotch of Yakuza 0 and Tales of Briskia. However you want to pronounce that, I cannot remember. So yeah, great! Thank you so much for that, Sony. Personally, I won't be picking up Gravity Rush 2 right away. I played the original on Vita. It's alright. It was okay. I never really took the time to really dive into it. But yeah. But on the plus side, the silver lining of this news, in a classy move, the director announced that as a result of the delay, a planned paid-for DLC pack for the game will be released for free. An additional story that will take place in the world of Gravity Rush 2. So that's cool. That's good on them. And speaking of good on them, we got some news from Bethesda this past week that Skyrim Special Edition and Fallout 4 will be getting mod support after all. That's right. After saying that Sony stopped them from bringing mods to the PlayStation 4, they're coming. However, it's not not the mod support you probably would expect, because, well, you can't use any outside assets. You can only use what's in the game. So that means you won't be seeing any lightsabers or Macho Man dragons in the mods, but you can modify and create your own content by using their creation kit. So, you know, spawn multiple weapons, spawning enemies, I guess, that sort of thing. That's what you're going to be able to do. Anything that they used in the game to make the game, you're going to be able to use those assets to create your own mods. You just can't bring anything else from any other assets into the game. So, a bit of a downside there. You can still do that over on the Xbox One and on PC, where the real mod support is. But this is cool for consoles. Still doesn't really change my opinion too much onto it. I will pick up Skyrim eventually. Don't really care that much for mods either way, this being basic or being advanced. I really don't care that much, as I've said before. But this is cool. And they also, folks, announced that both games will receive PlayStation 4 Pro enhancements. Skyrim Special Edition will run in native 4K on the upgraded system. They released some absolutely gorgeous screenshots of that. And Fallout 4 will receive a boost in better lighting and graphics features. So, cool. Good on you, Bethesda and Sony. Finally, some good news on that front. And finally, folks, a miracle happened this past week. Because for the last week or so now, we've been getting these pictures from Michel Ancel, where he posted this one of this biker looking dude with a little piggy on his back. And he posted a shark thing. And recently a rhino. And folks, that was all because it was building up to the announcement, officially confirmed by Ubisoft, that a new Beyond Good and Evil game is officially in the works. That's right, as a statement from Ubisoft, we are delighted to confirm that Michel Ancel is currently working with the Ubisoft Montpellier studio on a new Beyond Good and Evil game. Hallelujah. Dreams, folks, dreams can come true, and I know I should be cynical of this, I should be worried. They also said that the game has entered pre-production, which makes you wonder what the fuck have they been doing 8 years since that original teaser trailer. So yeah, I should be worried. I should be worried. I should be concerned up the yin-yang about this. But on the flip side of it, this has been an announcement I've wanted at the past 4 Ubisoft E3 press conferences. and they just confirm it on their Facebook page with an image of one of the rhinos from like the repair shop in the game, the original game. So I'm beyond excited for this. Like, thank you, Ubisoft. I hope Venditti, or I can't even talk because of this flu like clogging me up right now. But oh man, this is awesome. This is really, really awesome. We don't know if it's a sequel or prequel because they didn't say Beyond Good and Evil 2. They just said a new Beyond Good and Evil game. So, yeah. Wow. Awesome. I'm excited. I'm worried. But I'm mostly excited. Really cool news, folks. This is really cool news. This is like another one of those Shenmue 3 reveals, or it could have been a Shenmue 3 type reveal if they actually did it at E3, you know what I mean? We still don't know if this is an NX exclusive as it was rumored to be before. I don't care. I just want the game to be made well. It's being done by the original creator. So, fingers crossed. Really? Cross your fingers, folks. So this leads me into the topic of the week this week. And that is, you know, we're getting new Beyond Good and Evil game. What's some other games that deserve another shot? Be it a sequel, or a remake, or a remaster. Now, a lot of games could be covered in this, and I want to hear down below what games that you would like to see happen. But for now, for me, talking to you, I have a few here that I thought of that I'd like to see. Be it either a sequel or a remake or a remaster or combination of the both. All three of those things. First game, The Lost Vikings. Now, if you never played this before, folks, this is a game from Blizzard. Yes, the people who gave you World of Warcraft, WoW, StarCraft, Overwatch this year. This was a game that they made. I know it was on the Super Nintendo. I can't remember if it was on any other systems or not. But there were two of these, The Lost Vikings and The Lost Vikings 2. And they were brilliant, brilliant platformer / puzzle games where you controlled 3 different characters. They were awesome, folks. They were really cool. And I would love to see a sequel to this. Like, don't make it a 3D game. Don't just remake or remaster the first 2. Make a brand new game. Make it side-scrolling. Make it like the pixel art stuff. Blizzard could put a small team on to do this, and I think it would be fantastic. It works so well, and I would love, again, anyway, to see these games be remastered and put onto the PlayStation 4 or Xbox One. Stick them on the 3DS eShop. They were Super Nintendo games. Make them a 3DS, a new 3DS exclusive. Be awesome. Next up, going with the Nintendo vibe again, Super Mario RPG, one of my favorite games of all time. Still hoping that they will put this one on the 3DS as well. I know it's on the Wii U, at least in Europe. Can't remember if it's here on the US or not. Here in Canada and the US. But I would love to see a true sequel to Super Mario RPG. Have it be the 3D world, and not Mario and Luigi RPG. Not that. I want a true RPG Super Mario game again. And hell, I'd even sell for a remaster at this point. Up the graphics for the Wii U. Make it big and exciting. And bring back Geno! Okay. I know you gave him to us kind of as a costume for Super Smash Bros. Wii U and 3DS. But come on. We need Geno back in a true game, Nintendo. Next up, another game that popped in my head. Not one that I'm all that familiar with. I think I played it back on the PS1, but Medieval. There were rumors for a while that it was coming back. Nothing really happened. Sir Dan showed up in the PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale, but that was it. Be cool if we get him back again for another game. Next up, there were a few in this series, and that's Mercenaries. especially for the PlayStation 3 one, the last one that we got. We got that awesome song put into it that always comes to mind, the "Oh No You Didn't" song. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no you didn't. Sucker tried to pay me. I'm gonna stop singing right there. But the Mercenaries games, they were fun, they were cool, they were over the top, wacky. The last one had like a ton of destruction into it, which was really cool. Yeah, I want to see another one of those games. Come on, EA. Make it happen. I think EA has the license, and I know they have the license for this next one because they had Pandemic, which made Mercenaries. And Pandemic, their last game, their last hurrah, their GTA-style game, the Saboteur, where it was set in World War II and you were fighting Nazis. It was in black and white for the most part, but slowly over time you got more and more color into it, if I remember correctly. Of course, this game also introduced one of the worst pieces of DLC ever, the Midnight Club. I think it was called the Midnight Club, something like that anyway, where basically you unlock nudity in the game. You got tits. You paid for tits, literally. That was weird. But still, that being said, I would love to see another Saboteur game. I would love to see it, remastered and put onto the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. It was a really cool, interesting game that really didn't get enough love. Next up on my list here, I have Golden Axe. That's right, a classic fantasy-style beat-em-up game. They made a very, very terrible one, I believe, for the original Xbox. Or maybe it was for the 360 and PS3 even. I just remember it being horrible. Bring back like the 2D one, Sega. That'd be cool. Do what you're doing right now for Sonic Mania, okay? Make a Golden Axe game that way. Second to last on my list, but not least, Final Fantasy Tactics. That's right. Bring back Final Fantasy Tactics again. Hell, I would love a remake of the original. Hell, do Advance War, the Advance games, Final Fantasy Tactics Advance 1 and 2. Remaster those and put them on the 3DS. Those were awesome games. Not as good as the original Final Fantasy Tactics on the PSP. Sorry. Yeah, it was on the PSP originally, wasn't it? No. PS1. It was on the PS1. The remake came on the PSP and the Vita. Or you can download it on the Vita, you know what I mean. But bring back Final Fantasy Tactics. That would be amazing. That would be awesome. That game is so damn good. Yeah, bring back Final Fantasy Tactics. Remake it. Remaster it. Do a sequel to it, Square. We need more strategy RPGs. Okay? We do. We need more of them, alright? And the final one on my list here, it's another side-scrolling beat-em-up because the Power Rangers game really inspired me, and that is Streets of Rage. Come on, we haven't got one of those in a while. Let's bring back Streets of Rage. So yeah, that's my list of games that I'd like to see a sequel to, a remake to, or a remaster to. I'd love to hear, folks, from you guys what you want to see a remake of, or a remake, or a remaster of, or a sequel of down in the comments below. Oh god, I'm so sick. Alright, questions and comments. So, in the comments section this week, we got a couple from our main man, Aaron B. First off, he says, haha, I actually was a backer for Chime Sharp, which I had no idea what that game was last week when I mentioned on the top 10 highest rated games for this third quarter. On Kickstarter, but to be honest, I haven't followed it or even bothered to download or play it. Wow. And he also chimes in with, also, since I made that PlayStation VR comment, all the reviews have come out, and after watching Jim Sterling and Digital Foundry's videos on it, I have 180'd on it. 180'd on it. I need to have it now. Yeah, as I mentioned before, I tried the PlayStation VR. I absolutely loved it. I know that I want to get one eventually. I know Izzy, the crazy bastard's picking one up this week. Everybody wish him luck on trying to get one. But yeah, I'm sold even more onto it even after watching all those reviews. So that's cool. That's awesome. And Aaron, of course, also posted the video again over on outlawgamers.com. Go there, folks, for the best community in gaming. And he said when he posted the video, lots of delays this year. Which game delay has you stung the most in 2016? People replied back, Aaron, first off, for me, the first one that leaps to mind is Yooka-Laylee. Rowan said Gravity Rush 2 crushed me. Korak said game delays don't bother me. Starbound said, I think the delay that was the worst in terms of timing was Uncharted 4, since it moved away from an extended weekend to somewhere that was a bit more busy. But ultimately, there wasn't really any delay this year that hit home hard. But that said, Shantae Half Genie Hero was supposed to be released in September, and there is no news on a release date at current. Ouch, yeah, that sucks. Aussie Legend with a couple of comments like Korax, I don't care about delays, but probably Horizon or Yooka-Laylee, and no, actually, I take that back. The South Park delay definitely stung a bit. Yep, and Lucius Silver, hey Lucius, hope you're still listening, said South Park as well. And yeah, South Park there for me too. Final Fantasy 15 was a big one for me, simply because I know I could be playing it right now if it actually had released. That being said, delays on both that and The Last Guardian has opened me up to just like playing the hell out of XCOM 2 until... And well, WWE 2K17, which releases tomorrow, and I cannot wait for it. By the time this podcast goes up, hopefully it is preloading on my PlayStation 4 and ready to go at 1:30 a.m. tomorrow night, or tonight. Yeah. So delays a good thing, or delays a bad thing, but yeah, some of those really did crush me as well. Okay, so yeah, that pretty much wraps it up for the show this week, folks. Of course, I do have my recommendation of the week, and this week, because of the Beyond Good and Evil news, I'm going to recommend Beyond Good and Evil. You can get it on the PlayStation 2, I believe the GameCube, original Xbox, the HD version there on PS3 and 360. I think it's a backwards compatible title too on Xbox One. Not sure about that, but if it is, you can go enjoy it right there. And my pick of the week this week, I could have went with a bunch of games. I could have went with WWE 2K17, but I know that's not everybody's wheelhouse. So instead, my pick of the week this week is going to Dragon Quest Builders. After playing the demo, I'm pretty much sold on it. I think it's a great little game. It's going to be really fun. It's going to scratch both the kind of, I want a new type of Minecraft experience and a new JRPG experience. So I think it's a bit of both there. Two good worlds colliding into one great one. But anyways, folks, that's going to do it for me for this week. I thank you so much again for tuning in. Hopefully the new mic was really good on the audio. Probably won't try and record this a second time if the audio isn't that great. So if it's not that great, I'll see what I can do to improve it next week. But I do kind of have a little pop filter thing onto it. It came with like the little foam thing to go over it. So hopefully that has worked out well and it's not too choppy, or my mouth isn't, or my mouth is kind of close to the mic right now, so hopefully the little foam thing has like stopped the popping thing. I don't know, folks. I'm just rambling at this point. You can find me on Twitter at @_LordX. You can find me right here on the YouTube channel that you're currently watching this video at. You can find me over on outlawgamers.com. Lots of wrestling stuff happening. I put up a video yesterday as well in regards to what's coming up next for Friday Night Fight and Tuesday Throwdown. So folks, for me, I thank you so much for watching. You are awesome, and I am glitching out.
Bye.